It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And there were rumblings about DeMarcus Cousins getting traded or wanting out last season. Ownership.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Kings, here with their Sacramento fans and then back on the road. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
And in their two matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
A look at the Magic starting group. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Hezonja's out there with Houdini, and it's Deadman in at the 5. Gordon with no one around, and the 3 off target. Bellinelli passes to Rondo. Nobody near Gay. Offensive rebound, Cousins. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with George Karl for just a few moments. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense, guys.
And so they should, because that's what it's going to take. This is such a tough D to break down. They're going to have to play a smart game offensively.
Well, there's no denying that. I mean, you're not going to get by on skill alone. I mean, you've got to have the strategy and the skill working together.
Here's Houdini, and Jones sends it back. Now Rondo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Bellinelli. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. And Cousins kicks to Rondo. No good with the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here is Harris. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Houdini. Rondo on the double team. Takes a 3. Harris misses.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Outside Rondo, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Outside Gordon. Here's Hezonja. Sinks the three-pointer. Hezonja's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Rondo dishes to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. And he converts the layup. Gay's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Magic trail by 4. Outside Gordon. Inside, here's Houdini, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish. like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Shot's good by Gay. Here's Houdini. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Orlando shooting their first foul shots of the night here. No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Kings. Lance Stevenson comes in for Jones. And it's Chalmers in for Rajon Rondo. That one is no good. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Bellinelli. Good, and it's Chalmers with the assist that time.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard and the steal leaders from the point guard spot the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
Now, here's Chalmers. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Harris against Stevenson. Makes it off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Count the bucket. Chalmers has got his first basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Sacramento leading by 5. The tray. And it's Caspi with the 3. Caspi's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Sacramento making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. And it's Stevenson missing. A nice shot by Koufos.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you.
Points a game. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 6 points for Freak.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And here is Chalmers. A nice shot by Koufos.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. They double him with Stevenson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Mario Chalmers picks one up. The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Houdini. 1:15 left to play here in the first. Chalmers passes to Stevenson. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Gordon's checked in for Harris.